we can work from home. Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to At Home Moms TV, your inspiration and your destination for all things related to staying at home, working at home, and of course, thriving at home. I'm here with a very special guest of mine, personal friend, Natalie Villani, who is a self-published author and illustrator of children's books, and she will be sharing with you today about how she got started and, more importantly, how you can follow her on her YouTube channel and purchase her books. So Natalie, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. It's
Thank
a pleasure.
you. Thank you. So if you could share with our audience a little bit about how you got started.
Okay. So I've always wanted to write children's books. And I used to make rag dolls with my mom back in the late 90s, and my idea was to write little books to go along with the dolls. But at that time, the stories just weren't coming. So I kind of put it on the shelf, but always kept it in the back of my mind, this is something that I'd like to do. And one night I couldn't sleep, and this was probably the end of 2014. It was in November. I woke up and I had saved a couple of the dolls. They were sitting on a little bench, and I just kind of started talking to them as if they were animated, or if they were animated, what would they be like? And as I was telling them what I thought they would be like, I realized these are my stories. So that's how I wrote my first book. And I've written one per year. I wrote, the first one was published in 2014, was it? No, 2015, and then the next in 2016, and the last one I just did was for this year, 2017. And these are the books.
Yes. This is called Cool Kids, and I'll put all of the information so that you can access Natalie's information here beneath this video.
And this one is about peer pressure. And it's a very short, quick story. It kind of introduces you to the characters. The next book I did is called More Bullies. And this one's in a classroom setting where the teacher talks to the kids about bullying, and they each get to talk about their experiences, whether they were the bully or whether they've been bullied, and how it made them feel. This one teaches a lot about how to stay positive during some of the tougher times that you can go through. And these two books are for basically 4th and 5th grade, but I think this one is good for all age groups. Even adults can learn something from this book.
Yes. And I want to brag about you a little bit that Natalie does all of her own illustrations, which are absolutely beautiful.
Thank
so
you.
Talented. You're welcome.
Thank you. And then this last one I did, I was getting a lot of requests for books for younger children, more like 4, 5, 6-year-olds. So I wrote a book of poems. And I also and this one's called The Beauty of Nature, and I wanted to include Megan, who is my main character, in the this, so I could keep the series going, because the name of the series is Live and Learn with Megan. And the way I did that is I have Megan going to a children's hospital where she reads this book of poems to the kids in the hospital. And this is just kind of a little picture of Megan. Mm-hmm. And some are teach lessons in this book. Some of them are just give kids ideas of what to do, like this one, Rainy Day. Gives you ideas of what you can do on a rainy day or a snowed-in day. And they're informational, or they're just for fun, or some of them stretch the imagination.
Mm-hmm. They're fantastic. And my son is 5 and absolutely loves them because they're fun, they're whimsical, and there's meaning behind them.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yes.
Yes.
And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to take 10% of the proceeds and donate that to St. Jude, because I really want to make this all about the kids.
Yes, yes. I love that, and I know you do too. So go ahead and follow the links below to purchase Natalie's books. I'll include that link as well as a link to her YouTube channel, because as you can tell, she's very creative and very talented and fun to follow, and I hope that you follow her along on her channel too, and her journeys as life takes her and onto creative places and spaces. So thank you so much, Natalie, for
Thank
coming
you
over.
so much for having me.
You're welcome, and thank you for sharing your gifts and talents with the world. So go ahead and check out Pinky's books, and I'll leave the information and details below for you to check it out. Bye-bye.
Bye.